Howdy, 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 YouTube people. It's been a hot country minute. It's been a while, actually. And, I posted a couple videos, people called them childish, etc., etc. But, when you see over. I'm just going to touch the topic for 1 second and then drop it. When you see over 27 people unsub you just because of something you said, you know it's not yourself that the weak individuals are. It's the other individuals that couldn't understand where you were coming from, that misinterpreted something and made it out to be something it wasn't. And with that being said, I've said what I'm going to say on that. And basically, I've had a bit of a realization being up here in Idaho again for the second time. Most people don't see me in shorts, especially shorts that go past my knees, by the way. Just so you guys know, most people, you guys aren't most people. You guys are the world. And that's one thing I started to forget and drop off and lose reality of, if you want to call it that, is there's other people out there. I've offended a lot of people. Do I care? Probably not. I've been on YouTube for almost, other than posting anything, I've been on YouTube since 2010 or 2009. I used to use it just to listen to music, and honestly, it's changed into a bullshit platform, almost like Facebook. Facebook's turned into a bullshit platform, where basically all people do is slander one another and talk trash about one another, and then a day later, they're friends again, don't you know? I don't fucking understand that. That's called two-faced. I guess I'm not meant to understand shit like that. I've also noticed that there's something with the algorithm here on YouTube that they can shut you off anytime they want. They basically have control how many people see your videos, how many people you can reach out to. I've even had some of my comments shadow blocked just because of the way I worded them. Yeah, I'll probably think I'm fucking crazy at this point on that, but no. I've even had some of my comments shadow blocked. And we'll get into that on another video, but shadow blocking initially means they ban you without you actually being able to say, do, and, have control of it. They ban you just because they don't like you. And honestly, if you were to get into it, if you were to call it anything for what it is, it's called prejudice. Or prejudice, whatever. Same fucking thing. Anyway, that's basically judging you based off of a pretense of something you said or did or etc. Prejudgment because you didn't understand somebody initially. And you know what? The great people are still here. The great people don't bounce anytime you say something they don't agree with. The great people stick around because you know why? Even though there may be like an internet field that connects us and all this other shit that connects us, oceans that separate us, a lot of these people that I've had conversations with are real legitimate people. A lot of them. Some of them, per se, maybe in my older videos, that motherfucker. I don't even know how I was blinded for that long by a liberal, but there you go. Happens to me a lot, where people proverbially pull the wool over my eyes. Now, here in Idaho, I don't necessarily have a fish tank. There's the one downstairs that I'm kind of pissed off at them because they didn't take care of it. And why buy a almost $1,000 fish tank, if not more, if you're not going to take care of the animals inside of that tank because they are living. That's my only comment on that. Other than that, I loved that tank the last time I was here. GSP and all, it had all kinds of stuff. Zoas, GSP, rock anemones, other rock corals that I can't remember the name of. But, you know, I think the other thing that everybody doesn't like about me is this. Right here. Right here. I'm a conservative. Which, I'm not just a normal, everyday conservative. You're gonna get thrown off by this. I'm a libertarian conservative. Oh, that's just a made-up word, Nick. I believe that you have the right to do whatever the fuck you want, as long as it doesn't break somebody else's rights or impede on laws that are in place. I believe that people, all people, hold the right to be self-evident. But, you know, at the end of the day, some people don't believe the same as you, and they misinterpret what you're saying. I believe that whether you're gay, straight, or indifferent, you should have a voice, and you should never let somebody else silence your voice. You know, take your voice. You know, in the 90s, early 80s, more along early 80s, or late 80s, early 90s, when the band formerly known as NWA formed, they believed that they gave the people a voice, which they did, through rap music. And no one has seen anything like that to this day. And what I mean by seen anything like that, no one has actually been on the level of giving other people a voice, letting other people be on a platform. I did that for people for a long time. I let anybody and everybody be on my Google Hangouts and all that other shit. And what it got me was a bunch of haters, for starts. Which, hey, haters make you famous, so don't be hating on the haters. I even got my hair all done up. Y'all ain't catching me tripping no more. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, the point being is people need to learn how to, as I've said before in other videos, assimilate and learn how to get along with each other and get along to go along. Because if every single party could learn that, whether it be liberal, libertarian, as much as I hate to say it, Democrat, I don't like Democrats, but Republican, etc., so on and so forth. If everybody could just learn to get along, one of my first viral videos wouldn't even need to exist. Wow. Kind of throws it out there like, that's mind-boggling. So with that being said, you know, the New Age communism, you're not going to like this either, is liberalism. Liberalism is the New Age communism. It's a one-party system. That's what they're pushing for, is a one-party system. If you can't tell what a one-party system is, that's called fascism. Wow. Nick's actually smart. Nick actually knows some knowledge. Wow, what's a one-party system? Oh, fascism. What's communism? kind of the same thing, but the Commonwealth decides who's going to be the next leader. So again, here brings me to another point. If this country was any what fascist, or vice versa, if our president was any what fascist, don't you think he would have been elected by a one-party system, not a two-party system? Don't you think he would have went up against other people? Oh wait, he did. And that's where I end this video. And with that being said, don't forget that with the faith of a mustard seed, you too can move any mountain, and that to have a very, very blessed day. And also, if you're wondering why my videos have gone from like an hour or 30 minutes to 15 minutes, it's because I get tired of blabbing into my phone. Oh, and as I was saying, with the faith of a mustard seed, you can move any mountain, and don't let molehills become mountains. And with all that being said, God bless, or don't. I don't really care what you believe in or what you don't believe in, as long as you don't step in my lane and tell me what to believe in. Have a good day.